What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Half Baked Podcast. I'm your host, Tom. With me, I have Nick and Vega. How's it going?
What's up, everybody?
I'm so glad we just made you the intro guy, because it was awkward as hell for like the 3 episodes where I had to introduce the show. And we kind of just were like, all right, who's doing it next time? You finally just took over.
We were rotating, dude. That was weird.
You don't have like the voice of Colossal is crazy. What you do have is the ability to just do it. So that's cool. I like it.
I can just speak English like normal.
You just do it. Yeah, you just go for it. You see it right there? You just grab it, dude. You know?
It's iconic at this point.
Is it crazy to be in a conversation right now, Nick, where you don't have constant stream notifications of people talking?
Dude, I honestly turn on my my Streamlabs, all right? And I get people joining memberships. Like, I'll have my OBS open in the background sometimes. I'll just get like a membership notification in the middle of the day. And it's like, this just feels normal now.
Anytime I tune in, it's just constant. Like, you're trying to react to something, all I hear is, oh, Nicholas DeORIO, isn't that Nazi guy? well, isn't Nicholas DeORIO? Like 7 different voices. Anytime someone has mentioned you, you just immortalize them on your stream, on your review, so to speak.
I have profited immensely off of every Hassan Piker call out, okay? Who else can say that? Ooh boy, me Mutahar here. Did you guys see all the drama that happened with him recently?
Yeah.
I saw he was in something. I think I saw Tommy talking about it, but I wasn't like, you know what I mean? I was in and out. I didn't know.
Well, if you don't really know what's going on, would you say that like Mutahar is a full-time YouTuber? Do you think that's kind of what his gimmick is?
He said he had a gig, if I remember right.
Have you ever heard about like what that might entail? What would you say his area of expertise is?
He's computers.
Yeah.
Like he does like IT.
Yeah, I shot him a message one time and I was like, dude, I need help with this coding thing. And I asked him about it. Unironically, I literally asked this guy for coding help. Well, it's like a truth nuke right there. But so what happened is they went back and they used this software or something, or this website. I don't know how people do it, but they can like mass search through all of your old VODs by using the keywords. It basically exports YouTube transcripts, or maybe you have to export the transcripts and put it into a program. And then you can kind of find clips of anybody saying anything you want, because if you have that much content, you'll find something.
Right,
so what they did was they went through and looked about every time Mutahar talked about his job, because they thought he was fabricating his time as an engineer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So what I didn't know is he apparently dropped out of college and he didn't graduate.
Okay.
And he kind of gives a different answer every time he talks about it, which, by the way, wouldn't really necessarily be a bad thing. I have no problem with people putting out like fake doxes into the world and lying about little things or whatever to put like a breadcrumb trail out there. But if Mutahar fabricated his like engineer status, well, that might mean that when he did a sponsorship with Intel, they might have had a very different understanding of who they were working with, which could be a big problem. And also simultaneously, the way that he's like engaged with it is weird, right? Because he's talking about how he's like, oh, well, I'm Mutahar. I don't have a real YouTube job. I'm a fucking engineer or whatever. He uses that status to kind of flex when he's covering about computer topics. So you feel like you're talking to somebody.
Oh, to kind of lend credibility.
Yeah, you feel like you're talking to somebody with a lot of credibility.
Yeah.
This is something that I've literally engaged with Mutahar. Now, I didn't know when I was making content with him, because people pulled this clip all the time when I was working with him, and I said, like, you're probably more knowledgeable in this than me. And they clip that as if it's me saying, like, I know you're an engineer. You clearly know about, like, CSAM laws and CSAM hashing and stuff.
Like you're co-signing them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, Kavos made a video with you about taking down the Club Penguin pedophile ring. So clearly you've done this research before. Yeah, a lot of people thought that he was, like, an engineer, and it turns out that might not be the case. And it's a big deal for some, not really a big deal for others. The main reason why I think it's a big deal is it's one of the first and longest running examples of Mutahar kind of being a flake. If this is real, it's like one of the longest running examples of this guy being like a weird perpetual liar.
So who's saying that it's not real, and how they know?
Well, it's Mutahar. They pulled up it's like a 30-minute video of Mutahar contradicting himself.
So he said he was an engineer, and then they pulled up a video where he said he wasn't an engineer? Is that what he said?
He said he was an engineer. Then there's a clip of him saying he dropped out of school. Also, there's this other angle to it that I don't really personally care about, but other people seem to have an issue with it. Like, being an engineer is like something that you have to
be certified.
You have to be a certified engineer to call yourself an engineer in Canada, and not doing so is apparently illegal. So somebody reported him or something. I don't know. That was a fucking thing too. But I think the intention behind that, as kind of cringe as I think it is, was to show like, okay, well, if you don't think anything's gonna happen or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it. Let's see what happens then. We'll find out together. But that's that. So Mutahar responded to this by not uploading for 5 days, and with our luck, by the time this is edited, it'll already be out there, and this is gonna be way
outdated.
Actually, when this is uploaded, Mutahar is gonna completely clear his name, and we're all gonna look retarded. Okay.
I mean, this is the thing I'm most curious about. Like, if he's gonna put out some kind of response talking about this.
Well, why would he wait 5 days, Tom? Of course he's working on something.
Maybe he's gathering some stuff that he needs to provide evidence. If he even chooses to, he could have literally just took the wifey and be like, yeah, fuck y'all, I'm out.
Yeah, they posted pictures. The wife wifey wasn't very happy about any of this stuff, and for good reason in some capacity. It's like basically Mutahar had like weird interactions with Nux Taku. Now he's also had this potential engineer lie. He had weird interactions with me personally. I went back recently and reviewed his and by the way, weird is not like anything weird of a sexual nature or something. I don't know, people use weird like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying he acts like he has bizarre behavior.
You know, it's weird that you have to clarify that. I 100% I get why you're doing it. It's just crazy that you have to clarify that shit.
Words don't mean anything. Also, I went back and I recently watched his like videos he made on Ethan Klein back in like, what was it, 2020? I think me and Tom were making like Ethan Klein exposed videos. Yeah. And Mutahar's video was so fucking bad. My entire time in Tom's fucking 3 million view video was like just telling everybody that Mutahar got everything wrong. Like Tom's in there being like mean to Ethan, and then I cut in and I'm like, yeah, so Mutahar fucked this up. Yeah, Mutahar was super wrong here. And then Tom would go back in and do some of the Gokunaru talking points.
But to be clear, Mutahar did back in the day when that happened, he did apologize.
Yeah, but it was brutal, Tom. You gotta go back. It was brutal.
No, you're right. You're right. His video was very bad.
He makes the video getting all the information wrong. Ethan tells him it's not possible based off the timeline. Like, you're saying that I donation shamed Jeff Bezos. My stream happened before Jeff Bezos donated. It's not possible. And that wasn't the only thing. It was that, and like he made up a bunch of bullshit that was verifiably false about the FUPA fund. So then Ethan lets him know on Twitter. He publishes a second video and he's like, "Oh boy, me, Mutahar here, and I'm hearing Ethan Klein donated to charity. I don't know what might have caused that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take the credit here, but it's a good thing and we should support him in doing so. But one thing I noticed is that he didn't mention the FUPA fund, which was a crucial point of my most recent video." So Ethan Klein made a 40-minute video ripping his asshole in half, basically reiterating his initial tweet and then going into even further detail on why Mutahar was wrong. And then Mutahar is like fucking, he looks like he's just terrified in the middle of a hotel room. I don't know where he was, but it wasn't his house. And he's just there, "Hey guys, so basically today we're going to be making a video that we basically got to go over because I don't like to go after people and get stuff wrong. So we're basically going to be telling everybody that we made a big oopsie today." And then he apologized.
Well, he owned up to it. That's some points there, right?
Yeah, he owned up to it after he got completely eviscerated publicly after he didn't heed the previous warning.
Gotcha.
Like, he doubled down and then the video popped off and everyone disagreed with him. I'm assuming he got a couple of those mean YouTube comments and then he panicked and released an immediate apology, taking down the original videos, which, by the way, is just kind of what he's been doing recently. Like, if Mutahar is to be believed, right, with this whole Nux Taku controversy that happened last year, he basically got bullied in private by Keemstar into slandering his own friend. Now, we all know that's not the case, and the stuff that he was criticizing Nux Taku for was warranted, and I don't know why he acted the way that he did, but, I mean, do you really want to be around somebody who could just be bullied into publicly slandering you? I don't know why anyone would work with him. But again, this new one is just weird. The other aspect of it that he's not responding, he's also like censoring his comment section. I have no problem with people who want to remove fucking annoying people keywords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Mutahar is not responding to this allegation, and Vega, it is just as simple as showing any form of credentials. And he's not even currently employed as an engineer, so there's no like risk to doing so.
He's probably making buku money on YouTube, bro. I wouldn't be working either.
Well, he's doing that. He also claims he's a real estate mogul. That's another one.
He owns like gas stations, right? That's what I remember.
7-Elevens. Does he own 7-Elevens? Does he?
All I got is his word. I didn't ask him for paperwork.
That's the thing. And Mutahar, by the way, while he's running this complaining, crying spree or whatever, probably in private that I imagine, he's also gone on record. They got a clip of him specifically saying that you should like question people's credentials.
Yeah.
And then by not questioning people's credentials, you're potentially putting people in harm's way. And now they're questioning his credentials, and he's like, all you got to do is show A, you graduated fucking college and got an engineering degree. That'd be cool. Which again, that should be a simple ask, right? To actually show it.
Yeah.
B, any job history or something like that. Any paper that says that you're an engineer, and then all these guys eat shit immediately. And some people asking, oh, well, he doesn't owe you anything. It's like, well, I mean, he's kind of like used this for a real long while.
Right.
But ultimately, the crux of it, and I think we could all agree, I don't really care if he's an engineer. I don't really care if he's misled his audience into thinking he's an engineer, because I gotta be honest, I watched tons of Mutahar content over the years. I didn't even know he was an engineer. It's just like the newest example of Mutahar being kind of odd, like exhibiting extremely bizarre behavior that I think, personally, I've net decked this in my mind. I think he's got like an anxiety thing, and I think that anytime he just just fucking gets like nervous, he fucking goes crazy.
Oh, he's just making bad moves and stuff.
Because Tom, does that not explain everything? If Mutahar's just got like a crazy amount of anxiety, that he'll just go off the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that would explain the engineer thing.
It explains the response to the engineer thing. I think he's got a bit of both. I think he's a tall tales guy who over exaggerates himself online, like many people do, right? But he's in a position where he's a YouTuber with a large audience, right? And then I think simultaneously his response to pushback, I think he gets like incredible anxiety and he just melts down and does insanely bizarre shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a good read of him by this point because there's been so many of these dramas.
I mean, the thing is, I guess right now we don't know for sure if he's not an engineer. I guess there could be some response that he could give.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Absolutely not. And my thing I just said there kind of explains it. I think he has crazy anxiety. So I don't think you should just count him out immediately because he hasn't said anything for 5 days and censor his chat. I think he could potentially be an engineer. It could come up.
Right. But I wouldn't say that would excuse the censoring. In fairness, when I go to his channel, I see a lot of, let me just confirm.
While you're doing that, I think it would excuse the censoring. If he's an engineer and he's banning that for the comment section and he comes out and shows it, I almost don't know if I care if he censored it.
I see a lot of people using the word engineered and engineers, maybe just the word engineer singularly.
Engineer?
Yeah.
No, they got him. It's not that. I swear to God, that was the first thing I thought. When the older videos hit, you could have wrote it. And then after that, all the comments were just trying to get around it. They were using different G's, different fucking numerals and stuff to get through it. But people tested this thoroughly. If you put like Nux Taku in there, that shit's not going through. Like Nux or NUCKS does not go through. And then simultaneously, if you put engineer or whatever, they were taking multiple accounts that definitely weren't banned from his fucking channel. And they were checking out like, this is my first comment. This is my second comment, engineer. This is my third comment, engineer. This is my fourth comment. And you would see just the engineer ones get removed in real time.
Right.
I would say we take some lessons from the past here. With 5 days, he ain't responded with nobody. He is censoring his chat and all that stuff. Maybe he is. You said that, right? You think he's working on a big video. I would say it's probably taking some time.
I mean, I feel like he doesn't come back without a response. I feel like that is.
After 5 days, no, you can't come back. No.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I'm putting my foot down, like as if I have power over to do it. But no, you literally won't be able to avoid it. It's been festering in this community. You can't just go on vacation in the middle of it.
Because all of the conversation about him is regarding this. And if he comes back without acknowledging it, there's going to be 1,000 videos about how he didn't acknowledge it. I mean, if you're right about the anxiety thing, he's not going to be able to take that well. So I just don't see what the shame is in being...
Well, that's what I'm hoping isn't what's happening. Do you think he's sitting there right now watching fucking... He's just playing League?
I don't know. I don't see what the shame is in just being a YouTuber. Like, I think it's fine.
I mean, I like having a job, you know? I never thought Mutahar was somebody who lied about having a job, but I think having a job is, like, reasonable. People try to shame YouTubers who don't have jobs, but I don't know why that would matter with Mutahar, who could probably buy, like, a car that's worth more than their house, right?
I don't really see that much now, to be honest with you. That was definitely a thing back in the day.
If people are saying YouTubers, that's something I think most people are already like, oh, okay. Oh, I probably watch some people.
Well, no, there's got to be like something. You have to have something. Like you need something substantial. I think that like to say, oh, I'm a YouTuber, and if you're like a 10,000 sub guy who streams to 300 people, they're going to call you unemployed. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but the whole point is Mutahar has something substantial.
That's what I'm saying is Mutahar could buy a car tomorrow without fucking up his finances. That's worth more than the average person's home.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he needs to kind of flex that.
I don't know.
So let me ask you this. What if he came back and he was like, all right, look, here's the deal. I dropped out of school and all that bullshit, but I do know my shit. I'm self-taught. I'm always tinkering with this stuff. And I did work for a company as an engineer. Here's my pay stubs or whatever. Here's my position in the contract or whatever. Is that good? Or are people still going to be mad?
That's it. Then he kicks their asses. Yeah, that's great. People are going to be mad in general, but I think that he kind of wins that. He wins that really hard. Yeah.
Has anybody questioned his actual technical knowledge on the engineer stuff?
They are now. They're like retroactively going back into every drama. The new one that they're relitigating is the completionist.
But that has nothing to do with being an engineer, right?
They're going through everything. Like engineer specifically, he calls himself, at one point he refers to himself as a video editing engineer. So I mean, this is like this engineering thing goes like really far, dude. Like this is like a really stretched out thing. They're basically just using this as an opportunity to attack his knowledge on like computing and his knowledge on like reporting and stuff like that. So they've gone through and they've criticized his coverage of like Mama Max. And they're like, if Mutahar is somebody who has like his own company and stuff and all this other stuff that he's going on in the background and he's got this background and shit, then he would understand a lot more about like these filings and stuff that he's reading right now in this completionist video, right? And it's clear he's just never seen a document like this before. I watched a video the other day, I'm not even kidding you. A fucking accountant ripped him to shreds. A literal accountant just made a YouTube video blasting this guy and like obliterated him over his Gerard coverage. But that's what happens. I mean, I've done it too. I watched his Ethan Klein video to go back and look at his old mannerisms and stuff. They kind of think that he's tall talesing his computer knowledge a bit. Like he's just some guy who just browses the dark web.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I'm not a very computer literate person. I would count myself in as retarded, so it's possible that's the case.
I don't know what's it called. I don't know if you want to talk about this, but did you watch a video recently that he posted where I don't know if I even sent it to you or anything. There was a video that he posted recently where he was just like he was attacking a pedo ring.
I know of this. Yes.
Did you see that?
I did not.
So I think it turned out all's well that ended well, but the video describes it in such a way that it's extraordinarily bizarre. Vega, I want your opinion on this because you're the least biased one here. You don't have a case of the Mutahars, and I don't know. I don't think Tom's biased in this, but like Vega doesn't know what's going on, so I'm gonna just ask him.
Hit me.
So, and feel free to chime in, Tom.
Right.
Hit me.
Okay, imagine right now you're in your comment section, maybe even the comment section of this video that's being watched by everybody, right? And somebody writes something like fucking CP link, go to the Discord, right? Obviously not something that this podcast endorses, but like these bots, there's a bot problem on YouTube that has like these child porn bots.
A huge bot problem.
Yeah, this has been an issue for a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, they killed it, and now it's back, but it feels like it's everywhere now.
Now, Mutahar found one of these bots, and they were just writing curses like slurs and shit in his thing, and he navigated to a Discord link in their description. So his idea was, today I'm going to make content for my channel to expose this network. So I'm going to get into every virtual machine and VPN I can muster, and I'm going to dive into this Discord. So from what Mutahar says, right, from what he says, he didn't see any illegal imagery here, but what he did find was a link that took you to illegal imagery. And he's documenting this, he's reporting this any way he can, right? And he's filming this video and post on YouTube to talk about it. So then he clicks the link and he navigates to this website that hosts illegal images and illegal content and illegal videos and illegal everything.
Okay.
But he's not clicking into the threads. Now, we don't know what these thumbnails look like or whatever, but he's just going through and he's like reading the descriptions of what's supposedly behind these posts, and he's promising he's not clicking into them. And like, that's the video. So he's raising awareness of these YouTube bot comment illegal material networks.
Yeah, don't click on them. Yeah.
By jumping in, navigating into a place that he doesn't know whether it's even filled with like child porn or something, right? He doesn't know what he's about to click into. But he films a video.
He went to the gate, but he turned around. Yeah.
He went to the gate, went through the gate, and luckily there was another gate.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah. And then at the end of it, he's like, well, guys, we didn't hit child porn, so job well done. Stream's great. Video's great. And he uploads it. I just think that's like a bizarre thing to post.
Mm-hmm. How weird? How?
I mean, I don't know. As long as he reported it to the proper authorities, I don't know. I don't really see an issue.
Yeah, but like, dude, all that shit's like, do you think that like, I think it's just stupid to make a video explaining exactly how to find child porn to your audience.
Oh, that's the way you're going with it. Okay.
That's one way to look at it. Now, I don't think there's a way to report it without in some cases. Like, there is ways to report it. There's no way to make a big public spectacle of something unless you call it out. And in Mutahar's defense, supposedly he had conversations back and forth with YouTube, so maybe this was even productive. But on one hand, yeah, it is kind of making a tutorial on how to find it. If this is such a widespread problem that it's in like everyone's comment sections, that's bizarre. And then second of all, I don't think that you as a person should be a vigilante and jumping into these servers. I think when a server is like labeled as like illegal material server, I think that's probably good enough. I'm going to just take its word for it. If it wants to be known as the child porn server, I don't think we really need to find out more information, do we?
Dude, you know, if he would have, I don't know if this is even possible. I'm just imagining because I've seen Mission Impossible a couple times. So what if he went in there? Tell me, this might be in the video. I don't know. What if he went in there with all of his knowledge of this stuff and how to like hack and code and all that shit? What if he went in there with like a tracker or something? Because that would have been dope if he dropped something.
What, like an engineer would?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if they could do that. I don't know if they could do this. I'm just saying, but it's like one of those like Trojan horses, like Mutahar, if he went in there and like laced the link.
Yeah, but what's the worst thing you could drop in there? The server already has child porn on it.
No, I'm not saying drop something in there. I'm saying to track people that are visiting.
A Trojan horse opens up and it's just pirate software being deployed into the server.
Okay, the opposite of the Trojan horse. That's a fucking, what I'm saying is he drops like something to where whoever clicks on the actual link, people can get tracked. So he could call the authorities and be like,
You're
hey,
saying like a phishing link that would get their IP or something like that.
yeah, that would have been dope. Yeah. Did he do that?
No, he just kind of said like, hey guys, so me Mutahar, this is pretty fucking weird, guys. Anyways, that's the video.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that's possible. So I don't know. Maybe they worked it out later.
I mean, I don't know. It's still good to raise awareness for the problem. Maybe you shouldn't show play-by-play of how to get there, but I think it is good to raise awareness for the issue.
Yeah, I think so.
If you can't kill something like this,
especially because we know that YouTube is not very keen on dealing with fucking anything unless there's a lot of public, shit around.
Yeah, that is also true.
Yeah.
Do you think he could have made that video without going through that process? That's kind of the whole.
No, the whole video is him describing describing the process.
Yeah.
Like this is again, I'll play a little clip. I want to play a little excerpt for you because it's just so funny the way he talks. And I think that really like sets the stage here. Listen to this.
Every time you would go to the profiles for these pages, in the YouTube bios, they would have these Discord links. They would have Discord URLs that you could click on and access. Now, I decided to go down the rabbit hole, and I decided to flip on every virtual machine, secure container, VPN, proxy, every OPSEC protection tool in the book.
So this is the beginning of the video. This is the premise. It's like, we're going to go jump in the child porn folder. And he can't know what's in there. And this is the guy saying like Mama Max isn't going and doing his stuff right.
So I do not recommend you do any of this on your own. Chances are, if you just go into these areas, they will flood you with illegal material.
I'm sorry, it's so crazy to me. It's like, do not do this. They will send you tons of illegal shit. So anyways, I decided to figure this thing out, right? Let me see it. Where's the other one? Because he had an opportunity to get out, right? He had an opportunity to just go, and then he dives in further.
However, the website that, these YouTube bot comments are linking people to, first they get people from YouTube to jump into Discord, and then on Discord they will link, children or new visitors to their new website. Now this website is, I don't want to like exactly name it, but we'll just call it we'll call the website, Filthy Cabin, or Website X, so to speak.
Now, if he's going to call it Website X, and this whole line of logic is like, well, we're just blasting this out there to do something about it, then why is he half measuring it then? Why doesn't he just put this website on blast saying like, it's time for this website to go down? Because I don't know what website it is. Apparently Mutahar spent a bunch of time here. Listen.
This is a website that will absolutely try everything they can to, grab user cookies or absolutely log IP addresses. I mean, every website logs your IP address, but these people do everything they can to grab as much information on their visitors and possibly use it to dox you.
Yeah, but that's not the problem with the site. The problem isn't it's going to dox you. It's the problem that it's filled with child porn.
And this is where it gets really disgusting. So on their website, obviously, some of the things that these people talk about very openly, clear web stuff, by the way, they have a dead crack baby thread.
Now, what are these thumbnails that he's censoring? Like, what is he seeing in these places?
So just kind of shows you the disgusting sickos we see. Inside the media tab, where everything can be posted, gore, allowed everything.
Skibbity.
They're openly posting or talking about child material.
Crazy.
I mean, like, was this really necessary to make the argument? I thought this was a video about YouTube bots.
Well, he's telling you what the bots are going to lead you, and he's kind of showing you the proof of it, isn't he? Am I missing something?
But the proof that he claims he didn't see, that's the other part. He claims to have not seen, he didn't click on anything illegal.
Oh.
There's so many weird things here. Like, he's not telling the whole story, and I feel like if he told the whole story, it sounds stupid.
I mean, I guess the photo could be artwork that's obviously not technically illegal, but it's still disgusting.
It could literally be what it is. So
I mean, I'm taking him at face value that he didn't see anything illegal.
Yeah.
My argument is you're going in blind to a server that's for this exact specific thing. You're the luckiest man on planet Earth if you didn't hit it.
So you're saying that he came here and he didn't see anything illegal when there's clearly thumbnails and all the, and titles with the stuff they're not supposed to be there. So that's what you're saying?
Dude, this guy jumped in a pool and somehow didn't get any water on him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe that's not fair because it's impossible not to get wet jumping in a pool. So maybe that's not a good example. But it's like there's a place that's clearly marked. Dude, I don't know. It's like there's a place that's clearly marked garden. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you're like, there's gardens here. Okay. Don't go near the gardens.
Right.
So then they put on like a hazmat suit and they walk in and he somehow manages to only step on gravel all the way through. And he's like, look, there's a garden here. Look at this garden. I don't know like what the journalistic thing that he's doing is really. I get it. There are YouTube comment bots that are saying they're posting child porn. Why do I have to go into the Discord server to verify it? Why do I have to go through the Discord server to navigate to the website that they use to show it? Why do I have to go read the descriptors for the site? Well, the posts that you see on most of these, because I don't think the specific one said that directly, is just like child porn here.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to raise awareness for the issue, but I would agree maybe you don't have to click the off-site links.
You don't have to go into the server and be like, yeah, so I mean, there's these websites that they have, and that's where all the really bad stuff is. So anyways, I went to those websites, right? Like, okay, I don't know. It's odd.
The only thing I would say is he felt the need to do do it because he wanted to provide the proof and show you what it looks like, you know.
And in his defense, he had like an email interaction back and forth with YouTube, and they reached out about it.
Yeah, it's good.
So like that's cool. Or he reached out to YouTube. I don't know what the direct order of engagement was here. Hi, Some Ordinary Gamer. Yeah, reaching out on behalf of YouTube's community outreach team. So I mean, you could shove it up my ass. I guess YouTube did see this. That's good, right? It's a good thing that happened.
He also reported it to the authorities, I assume.
What would he have reported if he didn't click on anything illegal? Yeah, I think he did say he reported to authorities. But that's the other part that doesn't really make sense to me because his own words don't really back up what he's saying. He wrote on Reddit he didn't see anything, and then he was like painstakingly reporting stuff.
Well, even if he did go in there,
yeah, look, yeah. So he probably linked the Discord to law enforcement agencies.
Well, that's good.
So would you be pissy if he said, I went in there, I saw that it was all there, so then I went, reported it to people, but this is an issue, yada, yada, yada. Would that be better or worse? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I don't think that a person with fucking 3 million subs should be a child porn vigilante. I think if it says child porn, you should probably just report it and move forward. I don't think making a YouTube video being like, hey guys, I viewed child porn would be like a really good idea.
Gotcha.
I don't think it's justified to hop in an entire Discord server full of CP to make a YouTube video if that was what happened, right? You could literally just report it. You can encourage your community to report it as well. You don't have to make a video going through it, doing a deep dive into what you saw.
And now you guys are going at it now, huh? You and
Me
Muta?
and Muta? Not really.
Okay.
I mean, Mutahar hasn't responded to anyone.
No.
Oh, man. When that comeback video hits, bro.
Dude, not only is he an engineer, he's a train engineer. You didn't even know it.
I don't know why that would be such a big deal other than, like, I guess the reputation.
Because it's not the engineer thing. It's the pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
It's like the weird tall tales guy who's kind of like, who like freaks out every single time anything happens.
So if they can confirm this is kind of justifying everybody's accusations of the guy.
Yeah, it just adds like a timeline to see like, oh, he really has always been like this. He quit YouTube drama in November. Tom's like, well, Muta's been covering a lot of pirate software. It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been doing a lot of it. He said he wasn't doing politics anymore. He said he wouldn't make videos like the Keffels video anymore because he doesn't want to deal with like the community pushback that he gets from those groups, and they ruin his comment section. Muta actually said that his favorite thing to do is read the YouTube comment section, or one of his favorite things to do is read thousands of YouTube comments. That was probably the biggest lie he ever told. Tom, you ever sit there reading thousands of YouTube comments in a good, happy, jolly mood?
No, but I'm sure there are people who do that. I remember back in the day, Ethan Klein claimed that he read every YouTube comment and it destroyed his mental health.
He's a liar too. He's a fucking liar. I don't think anybody sits there and reads every YouTube comment. I don't believe it.
I mean, if you're someone with like a crazy anxiety disorder, like I think Ethan has admitted to having anxiety before.
Yeah, but that's not, well, I like that. That's I can't stop myself from looking at it. Now I'm coping, right?
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of it is like, a lot of people will dig through all of the comments just to find the negative one when there's like thousands of positive ones.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to find the negative ones now because they all get like hoarded into the, dude, YouTube comments are so fucking cucked now. Do you ever actually open your folder that says like, these were like caught by the spam filter or something? What is it called? Like potentially whatever.
No. Yeah, we have those on the channel and I go back there and I click approve. I don't even read them.
You actually open that? I don't even open that.
Yeah.
So many of them get netted in there that you could just sit there for hours and you have to read every single comment just clicking through.
No, I've kept up with it. I stopped looking after 3 days.
Well, the Half Baked channel is much smaller, in fairness. We get a couple hundred comments.
Yeah, fuck that. I tried managing it for like a week. I was like, nah, you guys just done.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, a channel his size, I mean, reading those comments, dude, there's got to be thousands. That'd be a wild thing to do. Yeah.
Well, do you know the secret flap?
Well, what?
So there's comments, there's hidden for review, and then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's like, this is the worst of the worst. Would you like to see it? And it opens another additional like layer of like fucked up comments.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so people will be like, you hid my comment, and you scroll through, you're like, where's your comment? Okay, well, I don't see it in the video. Okay, well, it's not in the hidden for review. Oh, your comment where you called me the N-word 16 times, that's actually in the double secret layer or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I never would have saw it. I'm never clicking that. Dude, if I click that, that means something has gone dramatically wrong.
Yeah, I read the comments, but if there's like thousands and thousands, and also I upload like once every fucking blue moon. If you're uploading every day, I could see how you're just like, all right, dude, I'll catch you on stream, bro. Fuck it, I'm not reading anything. I get that point.
Well, that being said, I think this episode today, the most interesting thing maybe to go through would be pirate software, which I guess in a way is sort of old news, but at the same time, I kind of don't care because I've been working on a very long video about pirate software. It's been weeks now. I've been editing this fucking stupid thing.
Have you been reading like all of his degenerate furry sexting? Is that going to be in your video? DeORIO? Like apparently like knots and stuff. Vega, do you know what a knot is?
Yes, you told me last time.
It's like a dog. Yeah, dude, it's like a dog. It's like a dog.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a Turkey Tom video. Of course, the furry stuff's going to be there.
He's been accused of having a fetish for cream-colored huskies.
Cream corn. I got the cream corn. Sorry.
What is that?
Dude, it's from fucking the Gwimbly game.
What the fuck is Gwimbly?
I don't know. No idea.
Gwimbly gets the creamed corn.
He's fucking with us, bro.
No, dude, no. He's got his trusty sidekick, Mr. Millipede.
What the fuck are you doing? Is this like a leapfrog children's entertainment type thing? You're
Ooh.
at 32, 37 years of age, however old you are?
What? What the fuck? All right, keep going.
I forgot who was the villain. Sorry, let's go back to what we were doing.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, it's fine. Let's talk about Gwimbly, whatever the fuck that is.
No.
Do you think there should be a new Gwimbly game?
No.
He's gonna get his Gwimbly gun. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, Pirate Software.
Is this some kind of Smiling Friends thing? Is that what this
Yeah.
is?
It's Smiling Friends.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Sounded like
Okay.
Smiling Friends.
Zach Hadel, iconic person who once had like Shadman on his podcast or something. We don't talk about that. Anyways, moving right back to Pirate Software.
All right. So Pirate Software, I think at this point is it's like the drama you cannot fucking escape no matter where you look. It is inescapable. It is every single YouTuber's topic this week and last week and the week before. WestJet and all those guys, Mutahar, people like that, have probably made about 100 videos each about Pirate Software.
Damn.
And I don't really blame them because he is perhaps one of the most insufferable people on the internet. And at first when I was getting into the drama, I was kind of bored with it. I was like, okay, this guy's not that interesting. It's fucking whatever. He's just some loser that pretends to be better at hacking and programming than he really is. But there is a true arc to this situation, and his life in general is very interesting. Now, if you guys want a full-on sort of dissection of what Pirate Software has been up to, there's a few videos out there that kind of go over his history already. There's one by that guy Muyin. I think that's how you say his name. There's also one by Royalty is Here. Those videos are pretty comprehensive. I think Lanza also has one. I'm also working on one, but I don't think it'll be out as of the time this podcast is out. If you need something to watch in the meantime, you can go check out those guys' videos. But I think the first thing I'd like to do is ask you guys, what do you know about Pirate Software?
I'm only 5 videos in, so I haven't scratched the surface yet, apparently.
I only know what you guys have told me on the previous episode where we covered the guy.
Okay, so you're totally tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep calling it stop playing games when I stream, and they get like really mad at me. And then I say that his name is Thor for some reason, because I guess that's like what his dad called him. And I keep referring to it as like a Greek god, and everyone's getting really mad about that too. But he's involved in the whole
They don't like when you call him Thor?
No, they don't like how it's actually fucking Norse mythology, Nick. It's like, actually, you should fucking die. But thank you.
No, it's not. It's from Hulk.
Yeah, dude, the Hulk. That's the iconic.
The iconic Hulk character Thor.
Dude, you know what you need is Noose mythology.
All right.
Okay, simmer down.
Well, Nick, what is your rough summary, I guess, of the Pirate Software drama, given what you've watched?
Well, there's just so many different facets to it. Obviously, the furry knot shit was funny, but that's probably something that's not even really on the radar of most people. There's the fact that he's like a video game designer or whatever that is like apparently really shitty at coding these games. He worked at Blizzard. His ex-roommate talked about how he smeared shit all over the walls. Not literal shit. We're thinking it's cum.
What?
That's what my chat thinks. My chat thinks he smeared cum on the wall. Apparently, he lived there for a week and left ashy substances on the floor.
You didn't say that last time.
Well, I didn't know about that last time. This was new.
Oh, wow.
Also, like the whole stop playing games thing. Essentially, what Pirate Software is like weaponized autism. It's a guy who thinks he's right in every possible scenario, will concede no ground. It's like if flamenco got famous and pretended to have a deep voice.
Right.
It's basically a guy who, I guess once again, there's obviously more in-depth breakdowns, but I think a good place to start is with Maldavius Fig Tree.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Are you guys aware of this name? Maldavius Fig Tree?
Did you make that up?
It's better than Thor.
It is. Yeah.
I don't know about that, bro. I'll take Thor over Moldavia.
Well, no, because he looks like a Maldavius.
You gotta post a picture of this cat.
Maldavius makes me think of like the Onceler from the Lorax. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What the fuck? No, I don't.
Or like The Right Opinion. Hold on. The Onceler. I gotta look up the Onceler and send a
my
picture
God.
in chat of what the Onceler looks like.
Oh, God. Ooh. Ah.
Okay. Like this fucking shit is like what Maldavius Fig Tree reminds me of, the name anyway. This image. You know what I mean?
That's like the green opinion.
Oh, now I understand the right opinion shit. And that guy's name is Maldavius?
If you want to learn more about Pirate Software and kind of get like an understanding of who Pirate Software is, there was a drama that I saw where he was sitting there angrily saying, "What, just because I have fucking long hair, you think that I'm fucking trans? I'm not fucking trans, okay?" Let me show you. Does this picture not kind of perfectly get encapsulated by that one sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, Maldavius Fig Tree was his name on
His last name is Fig Tree.
His last name is not Fig Tree. His name is Jason Hall, but he called himself Maldavius Fig Tree.
I'm sorry to Maldavius out there. That shit.
He rescues ferrets, but he's also a furry who like jacks off like with animals, not like literal animals, like fucking human.
Well, not in real life, to be clear.
Yeah, animated animals.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yes.
He's a big animal guy.
Whoa.
Well, he started his career on Second Life, which is like, from my understanding, it's like a VR game where you like walk around and act retarded. But he basically was a guy on there who had a web store where you could purchase furry avatars under the name Maldavius Fig Tree. Okay. And
I'm sorry.
I know. I know the name is crazy.
Keep going. My bad, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys like this guy or not. I was. That's a crazy name.
We love him. Well, under the name Maldavius Fig Tree, he would sell these furry avatars that were, I wouldn't say they were like the most sexual, but they were somewhat sexual. They were like humanoid with like sort of breast areas and pelvic areas and butt areas, but they had like the cat head or the dog head, that sort of thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I've seen those just scrolling through Twitter. Yeah.
And during that point in time, he got into a number of controversies. Now, one of them was with someone named Wingless Emoto. Now, Wingless Emoto was a furry artist who would create these avatars for him, and he would then sell them on his store. Right. Now, despite that, he kind of posed as a designer at the time, claimed that he was the one designing these when in reality he was not. But regardless of all of that, he basically would sell her avatars. But this led to a certain amount of drama once he eventually fired her. Now, they would make up at some point later on, and to this day, they seem cool. There was another allegation at the time, which was that he was 19 and she was 16 or 17, and they hung out in person. So some people were claiming that maybe something weird happened, but nothing weird happened, according to both of them. So I'm taking both of their words for that.
Yeah, good.
Nothing strange was going on there.
That does happen. So
Yeah, that does happen, but it didn't in this case. But
what I'm saying is when two people get together, what they're doing, it doesn't always lead to like, she's chopped up in the trunk or he tries to make a move and shit. Sometimes it is like that. It's rare, but it happens.
But a lot of people from the Second Life community at this time had a lot of problems with him. And a lot of them came down to him not doing very much work or taking credit for other people's work or them claiming that he was socially manipulative. So for example, we have this one Anon who posted on an article. I'll link this in the chat here so we can pull this up.
All right.
So this guy is responding to a post going over the history of Maldavius Fig Tree. And a lot of this is super autistic, just keep in mind.
You think?
So the article starts off by saying, Maldavius Fig Tree, notorious for having destroyed builds in the Woodbury University sim last summer, is in the news again this week after his controversial firing of avatar designer Wingless Emoto. So there was an article about this, and then the comments section, a lot of people would pitch in with their own opinions and thoughts on Maldavius. Now, this person doesn't have any proof for what they said, so we have to take it with a grain of salt. But what they said is, OMG, this is so funny. He wanted to be my business partner, so I took him on board. He did approximately 80 minutes of work against my 30 hours and expected to get half the cash. Then when I complained about this, as well as being constantly ignored for 2 weeks, he gives me his, do you know how good a scripter I am? How much I'm worth? I make $8,000 a month from Second Life. Of course, at this stage, the alarm bells rang and I quickly hit the delete and silence button. It's all a shame, really, especially as I had a deadline to meet and this all reflected badly on me. Still, it's not the first time I've been ripped like this. So many egos on Second Life. So this is just one post about him. And obviously this one is, once again, there's no real proof, but it does seem to be consistent with what a lot of other people have said about him. Now, there's one particularly long post about him from Second Life, and this one is one of the first instances we get where somebody talks about his supposed interest in dogs. This person says, an interesting thing to note here is he conducts his sexual advances in the resulting furry humpin'. Does he go somewhere private? Perhaps a convenient secret mainland plot? No, he text fucks right there in Machina in a dark sphere. Fitting, ain't it? Right above his main store. By right there, I mean 700 meters up, but you get the idea. And they end this post by saying, I could go on and on, but I'll just throw in one more thing. He has a fetish for creamsicle colored huskies. He loves that curly tail. Another person said,
what the hell? Okay.
Right. Kind of crazy. Another person right under that says, I wonder if Maldy's dad knows that Mald loves the knot. After all, everyone knows his dad's contact info, which, to be clear,
that's the thing. He said the thing. Did you hear it?
The knot. I heard it.
Yep. That's the yep.
Red Rocket.
Which, to be clear, I'm not saying that anybody should contact his father, to be clear. That's just what this person said on this old post. His dad is relevant to all of this. And
oh my God. You dragged the father into this. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The reason why Well, the reason why is because his dad is a very legendary person. Okay.
Is he?
Vega, have you ever heard of Joey Ray Hall?
Joey Ray Hall.
Probably not, if I had to guess.
I don't think so, no.
Gotcha.
Do you watch South Park?
Yeah. Well, not recently, but I used to.
No, but like, did you ever see like maybe like a World of Warcraft episode or something? that they did?
I might have.
Like, have you seen this image right here?
Yes.
Right. So this image is actually based off of Pirate Software's dad, Joey Ray Hall.
Shut the fuck up. For real?
I'm serious.
You're not joking.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
I'm not joking at all.
right.
And at least according to Pirate Software,
Oh, his dad is dead, right?
no.
I thought this guy died. I thought who has no life died.
I'm pretty sure his father is alive.
Nick everybody's dead,
Can we
bro.
fact check that? Alexa, is Pirate Software's dad dead?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, that didn't work. Never mind.
Well, anyway, according to Pirate Software, this character is based off of his father, and his father directly worked with Matt and Trey. The reason why being is that Joey Ray Hall was a founding member or a near founding member of Blizzard, which is a very famous video game company.
Oh.
I mean, they developed like StarCraft, World of Warcraft. I believe they developed Overwatch as well, to my knowledge.
Yeah, legendary studio for sure.
Right, a ton of games. And so Joey Ray Hall was a part of this company. And as a result, Jason was able to get a job at Blizzard. Now, this has resulted in a lot of accusations.
Oh, he's on that Nepo shit.
Yes, exactly. And that's one of the biggest problems people have with him is he's a nepotism hire, or he was when he was at Blizzard. Now, he's claimed since then that, I actually wasn't a nepotism hire. While his first hiring at Blizzard was nepotism, the second one was actually all on his own merit. That's very dubious. A lot of people have disputed these claims, but
Yeah.
a lot of people have come out to talk about the way that he was at Blizzard. And he'll often bring out Blizzard as like, I worked in the gaming industry for this many years and I was a great employee. But a lot of people have had a lot of conflicting stories about that. Now, I do want to bring up this one video here.
So his co-workers came out and they were just talking trash on him?
Yes, they were like, this guy was a fucking horrible employee. He was terrible. But the reason why they did that is because he would constantly talk about how much work he did at Blizzard.
I'm trying to find out if this guy's dead. I think he died.
I don't think he's dead.
I thought he died from COVID. Am I getting like Mandela affected? Oh, you know what? It's the cosplayer who played the guy who's dead. Look.
Oh, he died.
Look at this. That guy died of COVID.
Oh.
That guy died of COVID. Yeah, that's the guy who's supposed to look like what they depicted as Pirate Software's dad. This just got really confusing.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, this video was posted to the Livestream Fail subreddit. I just posted a link to it in chat.
I was watching a video that was critiquing you for mentioning you work at Blizzard so much. I literally never talk about it. When I worked at Blizzard, I did that for Blizzard. Blizzard, 7 years, yeah. Blizzard. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. Used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. Your red team specialist for Blizzard Entertainment. And Blizzard is having worked at Blizzard. I grew up at Blizzard. Blizzard. Game industry for Blizzard Entertainment. Blizzard.
So we don't have to watch the entire thing, but you get the idea.
Right.
Basically, he constantly talks about him working at Blizzard as like, well, this is my credit as a game developer, right? And this kind of breaking the timeline up a little bit here. This more happened once he started streaming, but once he started streaming, a lot of his content was about game development. He would constantly talk about, I've worked at Blizzard for this many years, and I worked at Amazon Games, and therefore I have all these qualifications that make me a good coder and a good game developer, and I understand games. But a lot of his former coworkers came out and talked about their experiences with him, and they did not have a very favorable view of working with him. Now, I have this one post that I'll link here. Now, they say Thor was my coworker for about a year at Blizzard. He was the only QA, keep in mind QA here means quality assurance, who demanded a 3-display setup because he needed it for coding. But it was actually dedicated display for Reddit and YouTube. He would sit idle and test clients in another display while screwing around and posting on various forums with a third. During a charity event on campus, he took part in a League of Legends tournament. He was profanely screaming at his teammates across the office about how bad they were for not being able to buy to counter the other team. This was a casual charity event, not some actual ranked thing, and these were people he worked with on his team. I'm actually shocked he wasn't written up for this, but only one manager was present and locked in his office at the time. That he not only didn't do any work, but he knew basically nothing about testing as a general practice and the game itself. Management remarks that they simply couldn't do anything about it, but moved him from team to team. And they then go on to talk about Thor being their roommate and basically just being, very disgusting. There's one photo of the room, and I don't know what this is.
I can imagine what that room looks like.
I don't know what this item is in his bathroom. You guys can illuminate me as to this, but the big tall thing in the back, I don't know what that is.
What the fuck?
It could totally not be what I'm thinking it is, but I don't know what it is.
That's a dildo. It's a carrot dildo.
You think it's like a fucking, I don't know.
I don't know what else it could be.
He's like working his way up.
People who get really turned on by gardening?
Probably.
I don't know. Is it a carrot? Because it's kind of it's more of a red than an orange.
I don't see it's not very veiny.
No, it's not. That's your commentary. It's not very vain.
Well,
Is it some furry thing? Like, is it supposed to be like a fucking?
it's got to be something like that. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Well, maybe it's like a toothbrush holder. I don't know.
Where
what
would you
it
put the
is.
toothbrush? Like, you just clamp onto the side? Is it just like a gelatinous, like a plant?
Maybe it secretly opens.
In the urethra.
I don't know.
Is it like a chia pet?
Oh yeah, that's a it's a chia pet.
Are you guys like gay? Look at his head, dude. That's the seeds that come out. Like, zoom in. It's a fucking chia pet.
It is not a chia pet, bro.
No, it's a chia pet. Why is it black? What would discolor the entire top of it?
It's not black.
A dark color? That'd be what would?
What would discolor it? It's a chia. No, dude. That's look. Literally, look, the
100%.
little guy is sitting there. Look at his feet.
Uh-huh.
He's a little fat dude with a little hat.
Right.
His little hat. That's the chia pet.
Oh, for sure, bro. I didn't see it before.
So you think it's like a gnome? It's like a
yeah,
gnome.
it's like a gnome chia pet.
Maybe this is like his Keemstar merch.
Yeah.
What else would discolor the upper portion of it?
That is a
I
good
don't
question.
know. I really don't know.
Okay, so this is the guy's bathroom.
Well, dude, look how much toilet paper is left, dude. Look at that.
I don't. I mean, this doesn't look that crazy. I thought it was gonna be insane.
There's a giant dildo on the counter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I thought it was gonna
It's
be
a
like
chia pet.
shit everywhere. You know what I
What
mean?
is Horelco?
Orelco?
Hor Elko? I don't see that.
Look on the thing. There's a little medicine thing on the table.
Where do you see that?
I think it says Norel.
It's an H. Oh no, it's Norelco. What is Alexa, what is Norelco?
According to Wikipedia, Philips Norelco is the American brand name for electric shavers and other personal care products. made
Oh,
by the personal
that was
care
helpful.
division.
Thank you.
I know what Norelco is. I don't know why it didn't click for me, bro. But anyway, this is probably every like college dude's bathroom, I would imagine. It's not other than the dildo. Or maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I pointed this out. It reminds me of like the single male living spaces stuff.
Yeah. So it looks
Where they
like.
just make fun of dudes who don't know how to like have homes.
Yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world. The worst thing is just what people talk about with him working at Blizzard. He got a lot of controversy because of that. But the biggest controversy that he's been a part of, kind of skipping ahead here once again, is going to be Stop Killing Games. Now, Stop Killing Games is essentially, I think we talked about this last episode a little bit.
We literally covered it, yeah.
Right. But to kind of go over it again and kind of get into the weeds here a little bit, Stop Killing Games is a movement, a social movement that has the goal of stopping developers from killing games. Now, what this means is that there's a lot of developers who will release a game and they will release it under the pretense it's a game where if you buy it, you own it, right? And that's the idea of a game. It should be a good. You pay $60 for a game, you can play that game.
Which we all agreed on, for
Right.
sure.
But what a lot of developers do is they will release a game and you then will be playing that game. But if that game is not connected to the internet or it's not connected to their official servers, then you can't play it anymore, despite the fact you already paid for it. And so a lot of developers will end up killing these games. Now, past that point, a lot of, let's say, private modders or people who want to run private servers will keep the game alive that way. But then a lot of these companies will shut these games down. And so Stop Killing Games essentially aims to help create legislation in the European Parliament and in the United States that will stop these companies from killing games. Now, Jason opposed Stop Killing Games in a major way about a year ago, and he got a lot of shit for it. His reasoning was not very good. He had a litany of explanations. None of them really made sense. And it was kind of ironic for a guy named Pirate Software who
Right.
promotes himself as like, oh, I'm a guy who is into coding and really into games and protecting consumers and blah, 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 blah. It was very ironic for that guy to be opposed to Stop Killing Games. But nobody really cared about it until more recently because they started digging through his past and realized he was a very unlikable person. People stopped listening to him as a reliable narrator. And as a result, Stop Killing Games got blown the fuck up. Recently, he has been absolutely destroyed in like every avenue possible. I guess the biggest videos about it have been by Moist Critical. If you guys want to check it out, Jason ended up leaking Moist Critical's DMs in a very weird way for no real reason. And has been kind of malding in his Discord server about Moist Critical making videos about him. Overall, Pirate Software is just a very, very unlikable person. I don't want to retread the history too much because there's a lot of other videos about it, and I'm working on a video about it now. For many reasons, he has become a pariah online, and I would say deservedly so. And Meat Canyon just released an animation about him, as many of you guys saw, where the whole meme is basically he can never admit when he's wrong. That obviously resonated with a lot of people because that is a big characteristic of Jason. Maldavius Fig Tree.
But like, why are all the Meat Canyon videos like, I'm gonna suck a nipple now? Like, what is the? I don't. What is there like a reason why he's sucking his nipple?
Well, it's possible that Meat Canyon likes nipples.
That is possible.
I don't want to say it, but it looks like it's like barely described fetish content.
You say it's barely disguised fetish content. I don't think that anything in the videos is attractive. I mean, at least I certainly hope people aren't getting off to that.
Yeah, he usually does those crazy animations, dude.
So, oh, I'm sorry. I look. Whoa! I saw the Boblax leaks. Things don't have to be attractive to be porn. Okay.
Okay, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I like them.
Do you think he's dancing on the line or something with that? What do you
Wait,
mean?
Vega, can you pull this? Who's screen sharing? Can somebody pull this fucking thing up? Actually, I'll grab a screen grab of it. Actually, we don't even need to watch it. All right.
Okay.
Tell me right now, like, why is everything like a nipple or something? Like some weird sex thing. Also, I like how everyone hates Meat Canyon for his takes until he posts a funny video. Like, all the people who like cry about Meat Canyon constantly are probably like, oh my god, this is awesome.
I mean, I don't really look to Meat Canyon for takes. I just like the animation.
Well, they were going a little harder than just like he has bad takes. They were going crazy on YouTube. Here. All right, what do you think, Vega?
What the fuck? That's pretty funny though. That's
I like
funny.
it. I don't know what to tell you. I like it.
I'm not saying it's not funny. I'm just saying it's like, at what point does this become a little bit like fetish stuff? I don't know. It's he has no like nipple lore, right? Is there any nipple lore?
I don't know if you need nipple.
Nick, are you
over it.
denying? Are you denying that you enjoy munching on a nipple now?
Not like that. Not anywhere remotely like that.
In what way would it be?
Well, like a female.
Oh,
Yes,
Not
thank
yourself?
you. Right answer. Yes, right
I
answer.
feel like that's like the main way to go with that. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think this is just kind of like essentially appeal it to like just the slapstick kind of weird shit people laugh at. Like a quick little, oh yeah, here's my nipple. And I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it after this one.
Some people would argue that Moldavia's fig tree is in fact female.
Who would argue that?
Wait, whoa, are they the same person?
I mean, if you just take a look, he's not the most masculine creature out
So Thor, this is Thor. The Moldavius guy is him.
yeah, wait, did you just realize that? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Maybe I think I misheard.
Thor
you.
is Moldavius.
That's his real name.
No, his name is Jason.
It's Jason Thor Hall, Moldavius fig tree.
Oh.
Like legally, that's what he goes by.
Oh man, I feel bad. What happened? Somebody call his parents, bro.
The fig tree dynasty is really falling apart these days.
I miss when people were like ashamed of these things.
What things?
Crazy names.
Of just being like a furry and calling yourself like Moldavius fig tree and shit and sucking on nipples and stuff. Like I remember like, dude, people used to be ashamed of this.
I mean, I agree with you, but we're living in a new world.
I think that humor right there, he's just, I guess, putting an animation to like, if you have like a group of the boys talking shit, you just make up stupid shit. You know what I mean? This will probably be in that little story, right? Like, oh, you just think he's sitting there like sucking on his fucking nipples all day. So instead of like refining any of that, they just go and do it. I just think they're having fun over there, personally.
I mean, you could argue him sucking on his own nipple is symbolic of the fact that he's in love with himself.
That could be. It could be.
I would argue that.
So maybe it's genius, Nick. You don't know that. That's what Tom said.
Maybe. But how long can this really go on? I feel like people complain about Ethan Hassan Destiny content all the time. Pirate Software's been going for like a year. Obviously with like a big push in the last 2 months.
Okay, I was going to say for a fucking year? Jesus. How long has this dude been
It's
online?
like there have been on and off drama for about a year, but like this guy constantly says so much crazy shit. There is like a genuinely, like every week there really is something to farm.
Oh man, is he one of those creators?
Well, the big push recently has been to promote Stop Killing Games, right? Like Ross from Recurse Farms has been pushing that.
That's not the most recent one though.
There's one that happened after that?
I mean, that's the most recent huge one.
The hype train stuff got talked about for a while, and he goes on stream, Vega. He has like fucking, I don't know, stupid person disease. He gets on there and he just addresses every single thing on stream over and over and over again, making every LSF thread like twice as big, engaging every time, keeping people like coming back.
I mean, he clearly can't ignore the drama. I think this is obvious. He in some ways loves drama, unless it involves him, which I guess a lot of people that would apply to.
I think it would be pretty hard to avoid though if you're live streaming. Like you genuinely just did not give a fuck.
That's most YouTubers. You just avoid it. Like if you get one comment from a person saying, hey, I heard that you committed fraud, you don't typically just stop your whole stream to go, actually, a lot of these people are fucking stupid. They don't understand fraud.
Yeah.
What we actually did was, and then just like give a bunch of fucking crazy information that we never would have had.
Don't you guys call it a getting one guy?
Yeah, but he gets like, it just happens a lot at like a larger level for him. And you gotta understand, this guy's like a large content creator, Vega. This hype train drama that happened with him, now whether it's fucking real or not, a hype train is like a YouTube chat goal, a donation goal. The thing that Tom really hates is the loud pinging. Dude, Tom actually doesn't hate my donation sounds. He just misses streaming. He wishes he still heard them.
Lol.
He's coming back.
But anyway, sorry. Like, you know, like the goal is like hit 10 things and then you reach the goal and you set a new goal. On Twitch, there's like a time going down meter thing, and it only increases if you send another donation, meaning that they have like a FOMO system where people give you money. And he'll do this, and he actually had the record for the longest hype train, and I'm pretty sure he made over 100,000.
Wow.
In that hype train, right? Like this guy makes a lot of money. This guy's a very successful, large content creator.
Right.
He's not just like the run-of-the-mill glup shitto that we talk about all the time.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because I was going to ask, is this dude big or is he kind of small? Is he big, but he has a small audience? You know, the people with inflated numbers.
He might have a small one, but no, not his audience. His audience is...
Was that in the leak too? Or
No, surprisingly not. We didn't have to see his nut.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead, keep going.
That's kind of... Is there any more, Tom, that you got?
I mean, we could exhaustively go through it, but once again, there's already a bunch of videos about it. I just thought it would be good to kind of touch base with some of the big plot points, but obviously there's a lot that we missed. But we could hypothetically talk about this for fucking hours and hours.
You could literally sit here for 6 hours, and you'll find like a new thing to talk about every fucking hour. Right. A whole new topic you can jump in, because this guy just has so much rich lore and it's all recent. So it's like everything still feels kind of new.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this kind of like the nerdy equivalent of that Chris Chan dude, or am I way off with that? Is he just in his own league?
Chris Chan is like a hyper fixated like corner of the internet that follows every single thing that person does.
Yeah.
But then it kind of got viral and big when he fucked his mom, right? Like then it got really big. Pirate Software's on like mom fucking levels the entire time.
Wow.
To be clear, he didn't fuck his mom.
No, but he's got like that level of notoriety.
Oh, gotcha. And with the furry stuff.
Well, the thing about Pirate Software is he blew up really recently. Within the past few years, he went from being a nobody to having 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube and being one of the biggest streamers in the world.
Oh, so this just happened. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of this stuff is like old lore. Like Maldavius is literally 10 years old. It all kind of came out recently.
It's one of those things where like, oh, guy is cringe in current day. Well, guess what? He sucked for the last 10 years. And like the 3 A-logs that have been tracking him and getting like pushed down every step of the way are now like heralded, maybe not individually, but like all their talking points are now like the talk of the town.
Have you guys had experience with that? During the time where you're blowing up, people just start digging into you, and it's just like, why, bro? It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought you meant the other way. I've usually been on the other side of it. But yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
People try to like retroactively re-engage old drama all the time. I'm sure Tom has seen that plenty of times.
Yeah, here and there.
No, what I'm saying is like the army. I'm not saying like content creators. I'm saying like the army of people online just going wild. You know, like just like reading all this stuff is like, holy shit.
Well, it's sharks. They smell blood.
Yeah.
And sometimes the blood is funny. Most of the time, the blood is funny.
Agreed. Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alrighty, I'm down with it.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Half Baked Podcast. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you disliked it.
Oh, be sure to tell us how right or wrong we were about Mutahar by the time this comes out.
Oh, yeah.
And then rub it in.
Can't wait.
And then spam me.
Truth, nuke, and we're gay.